Good morning, you are my dear children. I am going to teach you about the third chapter of your biology, human reproduction. You know that in human beings, male and female are clearly demarcated, differentiated. Male has certain characters which are different from females. Here I am going to discuss about the male system and then for female system. In male system, you know that there are a pair of testes are the main sex organs, or you can say primary sex organs. These testes are present outside the body within a sac of skin called scrotum. These testes are present outside the body within scrotum due to formation of sperms. If they are present within the body, then sperm production does not take place. Hence, for the production of sperms, the temperature of testis must be lower than body temperature. In scrotum, the temperature is 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius lower than body temperature. Hence, sperm production takes place easily. Now, I am going to discuss about the testis. What is testis? Testis is the oval-shaped structure which contains many compartments. About 20 to 50 compartments are found within each testis. Each testis is divided into about 250 compartments. In each compartment, there are 1, 2 or 3 seminiferous tubules are present here. In each lobules, these compartments are called lobules. In each lobule, there are 1 to 3 seminiferous tubules are formed. Each seminiferous tubules contains two types of cells, male germ cells, or it is also known as spermatogonia, and Sertoli cells. These male germ cells or spermatogonia divide by meiosis to form sperms, whereas Sertoli cells provide nutrition for the development of sperms. Now I am going to discuss about the epididymis. If you see the figure of this testis, then testis is covered by fine tubes. These tubes form epididymis. In this epididymis, the maturation of sperms takes place. Means sperms are completely matured in this tube-like structure, epididymis. After this, the sperm travel and reach to vas deferens. Vas deferens is also known as sperm duct. Vas deferens or sperm duct. Then sperms travel and reach to glands. There are 3 types of glands in human beings. In male, seminal vesicles, prostate glands, and bulbourethral glands. These glands provide sucrose, fructose, and some other chemicals, enzymes to nutrition, as well as provides acidic medium for the sperms. Bulbourethral gland provides lubrication to the penis. Penis is the muscular organ which helps in transfer of sperms within the body of female. Here, one more thing, interstitial cells or Leydig cells, these special type of cells present between the seminiferous tubules. These are the interstitial cells, or you can say Leydig cells. These cells secrete hormones, and the group of hormones released from testes are called androgens. Out of these, testosterone is the chief male hormone which provides secondary sexual characters and also help in development of sperms. These are about the male reproductive system. Now I am going to discuss about the female reproductive system. In female system, there are a pair of ovaries. The pair of ovaries, which are the primary sex organ or main sex organ. These ovaries are attached with a pear-shaped uterus, wall of uterus you can say, like this, and here in this way. Something like this, female system is present. These are the ovaries which produce ovum or egg. You keep in mind, each ovary produce one egg in 1 month. Means if in January this ovary produce one egg, then in February this ovary produce one egg. Means each ovary produce one egg, and in alternate months. If January is here, then February is here, then March is here, then April is here. Means each ovary produce only one egg. This egg or ovum is present on its surface in the form of follicles. There are various follicles, various outgrowths are present on the surface of ovary that are called follicles. These follicles, when rupture, they produce egg, release egg. And that follicle which matures to release egg is called Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle is mature follicle which produce egg. This egg enters within this figure. This is the oviduct, or you can say fallopian tube. Fallopian tube, or you can say oviduct. Both are same. The outermost part of this is called fimbriae. Fimbriae. Behind this, infundibulum is present. These are the various parts of this fallopian tube: oviduct, fimbriae, infundibulum, after this ampulla, after this isthmus. These are the various parts of fallopian tubes or oviduct. When egg is released from here or here, this egg moves upwards and wait within ampulla for fertilization. If sperm enters from here, then it fertilizes. If not released sperms, then egg is not fertilized. This one is oviduct, and this one is uterus. This one is uterus, and this figure is called cervix. After this cervix, this one is vagina. This one is uterus. This one is cervix, and this is the vagina. Vagina is the opening through which childbirth takes place, or you can say penis enters during copulation. Each ovary contains Graafian follicle, various follicles, in which one is Graafian follicle, and when Graafian follicle bursts, egg is released, and that egg is released here, and after releasing the egg, the structure left is called corpus luteum, which secrete female hormones, progesterone and estrogens. These are about the female system of human beings. This is about the male system, this is about the female system. Okay, thank you.